How is your love life? This is a question I want you to think about. Meditate, contemplate. You see, many of us suffer from broken relationships. We yearn for a loving life. We crave a meaningful and lasting relationship, and it eludes us. It's 2016. Man can accomplish almost anything. Look at the advances in biotech, in medicine, and science. And yet, put a man and a woman in a room together, and they don't seem to be able to get along. Statistics finds that 1 out of every 3 weddings you dance at ends up in divorce. So what is it that we don't know how to do? And the answer is love is a paradox. The more we crave it, the more we think, I want to be loved, the more we focused on ourselves, the more we focused on how unhappy we are because we don't have love, because we don't have a meaningful and lasting relationship, the more it eludes us. Love is a paradox. Love is only to be found when you give. The more you give your spouse, the more you unconditionally love your spouse, the more you compliment your spouse, the more you buy gifts for him or her, the more you will fall in love. The story is told of a couple who went to Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai. This was a wealthy couple, and they had been living together for 10 years. And unfortunately, they weren't blessed with kids. So they decided to get divorced. So they came to Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai and they asked him, please divorce us. And Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai looked at them and he said to them, you know what? When you got married together, you made a big party. So now when you get divorced, I want you to throw a big party and come back tomorrow morning, the day after the party, and I will divorce you. And so the couple went, they invited all their friends, they made a lavish party, and this was going to be the night before their divorce. At the party, the husband's feeling very lovey towards his wife. I mean, he does love her. And he says to her, tonight, I give you permission to take the most precious item that I have. Take anything in our house, it's yours. Take it. The woman doesn't say anything. She makes sure to give her husband a lot of wine, a lot of drinks, spiced them up a little bit. And he became shikar, he became drunk. That night, she told her servants to carry her drunken husband, take him to her parents' house. In the morning, the husband wakes up and he notices that he's in a strange house. So he tells his wife, what's going on? And she tells him, didn't you tell me yesterday to pick the most precious item that I have? That's exactly what I did. The most precious thing that I have is you. And that's why I chose you. And so the couple who now decide that they're going to cancel their divorce and they're going to just live together despite everything, they fell in love again, they reappreciated the love that they have for each other. They went back to Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai and they told him this story, what happened last night. And Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai told him, now I can give you a blessing that you will have a child. And so it was. That's the end of the story. The question is, if Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai could bless the couple that they should have a child, why didn't he bless them in the beginning? Why do you have to make them crazy? Make a party for your divorce, and then only then you can get divorced. And the answer is, in the beginning, when the couple came to Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai, he sensed that they loved each other, but the love was dependent on something. They loved each other because, and they wanted the love to produce a child, but if the love didn't produce a child, they didn't want each other anymore. And so Rabbi Shimon made them make a party, make them fall in love, make them appreciate and realize that they love each other, even if they'll never have a child. The love is unconditional. Once they realized that their love was unconditional, now they could have a child together. This is the message of love. The more we focused on ourselves, on our needs, on what we need, I want love, the less you'll fall in love. But how do you really get love? It's a paradox. By giving, you will receive, you will fall in love. And that's the message before Rosh Hashanah. We're about to celebrate the beginning of a new year, 5777. It's time to ask ourselves, how is our love life? How is our love life with God? How is it doing? Because the more we focused on ourselves and our own needs and what we want from God, the more it will elude us. We need to start giving back to God. Do a mitzvah, come to shul, pray, meditate, spend time with God, and you will realize how deeply infatuated you are with our dear God in heaven. Shana Tova, may we all fall in love with our loved ones and with God.